All right, good morning, everyone. Right off the bat, I got a heater for you, as they say. Right off the bat, Trill. This is for sure top dip and rip. Had a double dose of good news last night with the offering investment by Pfizer, as well as encouraging data on blood cancer candidates like Trillium. Like the news. I like the fact that this is a former runner. I mean, this stock has ran many times in the past. This is the 5-year chart. Actually, I might even go to a 10-year chart. So 10-year chart. You know, look at all these multi-day runs with Trill. So, I mean, you've got one in 2013, 2015, 2016, it ran a couple times, late 2017, early 2020. So this is exactly what we look for. You've got a big investor. Again, with Pfizer, they don't get much bigger. You've got, they got some cash from that $25 million equity investment. And then they've also got some positive news. It has a history of running, and it's also a low-ish float stock. So, as always, you got to have a plan. You got to have a stop. You have to stick to it. But if you're looking for a quote-unquote main watch, and a dip and rip, Trill is it. My hope would be, hopefully this tracks sideways here around VWAP, breaks the high of the day, post 945, and then we risk VWAP. So there's your heater right out of the gate. Hoping this holds VWAP into the 945 window, then gives us a hard entry. With risk on VWAP. Could go all day. Even a possible multi-day swing if it closes strong. There you go. Yeah, now I got to bring the music back. You know, I do apologize. You know, I like to give 30 seconds or so for everybody to start. But I hate to keep giving excuses. But I am I'm still remodeling the office, and I'm still playing with the setup. So I'll get the music back, though. I do like having the music. Kind of sets the tone a little bit. So Tesla had the ugly day yesterday. Late day VWAP holds on this. Wait for basing action. Tesla, look for late day perks above VWAP. For entry. Sketchy stock wise, LUB is the top red to green. Biggest point I want to make on LUB is it was amazing how well this held up. Okay, if you were here yesterday morning, you know I mocked LUB. This is joke. But remember, I compared it to SHLO from last week. I called it the degenerate play of the day. NLS on high day. So anyway, LUB top red to green. What's NLS? So NLS is like the low-cost Peloton. Ooh. Man, NLS afternoon for sure swing watch. Really? I mean, NLS is one of those ones, nice slow mover, you know, not a crazy move in stock, just kind of trucks right along. So, Murat Bozkirk says, hey, Tim, if you don't mind, when you look at a week open red to green play, are you looking at the after hours highs or pre-market highs to play off of? Well, remember, the idea behind the week open red to green is you're based off of the previous day's close. So now what I want to be clear is the traditional week open red to green is not, okay, it's not a stock that went wild in after hours or in pre-market. We're looking for a stock, let me go back to Lub, okay? So the traditional week open red to green is very similar to Lub. This didn't do anything wild in after hours, didn't do anything wild in pre-market. It just kind of hung around. I mean, there is no better definition of a stock that is hung around than LUB. I mean, basically since 10 a.m. yesterday morning, LUB has been $2. Now, I get it. It went to 220. It went to 190. But for, from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., so 10 hours, and then 4 a.m. to now, so 4.5 hours. So for 14.5 hours, LUB is just quote unquote hung around red to green. This is what we're looking for, Murat. So, a lot of you guys asking about WKHS. Break of yesterday's highs, especially with Tesla green. So, you guys know I love WKHS, especially with the Nikola news yesterday. WKHS, NKLA news yesterday. Tesla fighting back green. Today, look for break of yesterday's highs for continuation signal on the move. Yeah, Peloton. You guys know I love Peloton. If you're reading the blog, if you're at the daily briefings, this thing will... Peloton timestamp this. Peloton 100 by the end of the month. Barring some terrible news. Peloton is just the definition of a stay-at-home swing trade. I mean, definition. Thoughts on Trill. Already talked about Trill. Already talked about WKHS. SHLO is dead. VVPR is dead. A lot of you guys are asking about Trill, which is good. Okay. I'm glad that there's a ton of you asking about Trill because it should be your number one day trade watch. Thoughts on Disney? Short it. Disney's making a lot of mistakes right now. If you are looking for a swing short, here you go. Swing Disney short. They're screwing up left and right. Go-Go. How did Go-Go do yesterday? Go-Go red day yesterday. Struggling to be green. It was a heck of a run. I would say, wait for new breakouts on Go-Go. I mean, here's the thing. You got to have realistic expectations. And Go-Go, I mean, here's the thing. We love breakouts on earnings. Okay, one of the number one watches I'm going to tell you guys to keep an eye out is earnings breakouts. And look at where my line is right now. Okay? Go-Go was a killer breakout at 7. It went to 1075. Come on. If you're talking about short-term trading, you got to have realistic expectations. That's a hell of a move on NLS just keeps hitting new highs. This is a basically $1 billion market cap stock, okay? Right now, as of this morning, it's $790 million market cap stock, and it went from, 5 to it doubled in a few days. It went up 30-40% post-earnings, have realistic expectations, guys. You know, give me your thoughts on Next. I don't think I have any thoughts on Next. Needs to break 275. Other than that, oh, it's oil and gas. Gross. 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 Oil and gas. Yuck. Okay, here's a point for you guys. Only trade oil and gas when oil and gas is hot, okay? We don't trade oil and gas stocks unless they're moving, you know, unless there's a hot sector, unless there's a catalyst, okay? Oil price, I mean, I've talked about this over and over again. Oil's fading. And now, if we get some news, okay, I mean, here's the classic time when you look to trade oil and gas stocks. When there's unrest in the Middle East, okay? If we start, you know, as they say, saber rattling with Iran again or something, okay? Let's say things get heated with Iran or you know, with the Straits of Hormuz or something, okay? That is when you look to trade oil and gas stocks. Not when, I mean, I talked about this on the daily briefing yesterday. I mean, oil is cratering right now. And here, two things. Actually, and I'll finish on this. Two huge reasons to not trade oil and gas right now. Whoops. Number one, price is in the dump. Two, we have never seen more progress in the Middle East peace-wise, peace and trade-wise, in my entire 47-year life. Okay? Love it or hate it, and we don't talk politics here, but you know, all I'm looking for is money-making opportunities. I don't talk politics. But the simple fact is price of oil is cratering, and we have never seen more progress in my entire life towards better peace and better trade in the Middle East. I can't think of two better reasons not to trade oil. KCAC. What's KCAC doing this morning? Give me a week open red to green on KCAC. With Tesla green and the SPY green. All right, guys. Shorting previous day. I wouldn't short Lub yet, man. Be careful with that. All right. Good morning, Tim. Was wondering what's the money sign with the circle around it. That is actually an S. I know it looks like a money sign, but it's actually a yellow S, and that is the SSR or the uptick rule, okay? I know the bummer is it's so small, especially on the live stream. It looks like a dollar sign, and it's gold. We should probably have it not gold, because of the fact that it's gold, people think it's like a buy signal. That is just the stock is currently under the SSR, which the rule on the SSR, aka the uptick rule, is you can only short upticks for 3 days after the stock is down 10% or more intraday. Okay, that was a lot of words, but Google the uptick rule or the SSR. That is that's what that denotes. All right, everyone, good stuff this morning. Really liking Trill. It only takes one. Okay, you don't need 500 stocks. If Trill tracks sideways and then breaks the high of the day into the 9:45 or the 2 p.m. window, I think you got a great stock. It's quality, not quantity. Have a great day, BLDP. Green. There is no daily briefing today. I actually have, and it's funny now that the stay-at-home order is ending. People that show up here every day will know. Like 2 weeks ago, I had a dentist appointment. Like 3 weeks ago, I had a haircut. Today, I've got an eye appointment, my eye checkup. It's so incredible for the stay-at-home order crap to finally be ending, and you can actually go do normal things. Normal things like get your hair cut, get your eyes checked, get your teeth cleaned. It's amazing. It's amazing. So anyway, I do have a midday eye appointment for my checkup for the year. So no daily briefing today. As always, check out the Steady Trade team. I'll be there live at 9 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow morning, 8:30 Eastern. Have a great day.